Hello everyone. Today me and my group will be presenting our project proposal for the semester. The project that we decided to go with is to build our own custom chatbot from scratch. Now, before we get into the specifics of the project, I just quickly want to spend some time going over the agenda for today. So, in today's presentation, you'll be hearing about our project breakdown, as well as our role breakdown, the tools and software that we plan on using, as well as addressing the main task at hand. And, we'll also be talking about the different challenges that we might face or are already starting to face now, and how we plan on solving them. And then lastly, we'll be going over the phases for the development cycle. So to touch on the project breakdown, so like I said in the beginning, we plan on making our own custom chatbot. However, unlike all the other chatbots out there, we plan on making this chatbot with a twist. We want to make the chatbot feel unique, and in the sense that we want it to feel like when you converse with the chatbot, you're talking with any character you want from any popular media. So what this means is, let's say if you wanted to have a conversation with Yoda from Star Wars, for instance, right? The chatbot will respond to you in a way where you can easily recognize, oh, the chatbot is trying to mimic or is talking like Yoda. And we plan on doing this for, a multitude of characters. But we're at least trying to aim for the end of the semester. We at least try and want to have at least one notable character that's easily recognizable to people. So let's quickly go over the role breakdown. So we were talking and we were thinking we should probably have two different teams for this project. We thought, okay, let's have it between the software team and then the design team. So the software team's main goal is to conduct the testing, as well as coding the actual chatbot. And then we'd also have a design team that designs the GUI as well as sets up the web page. So that's it for me. I'm now going to pass it over to Donald to discuss the tools and software that we plan on using for the project.
Hi, my name is Donald and I'll be telling you about our tools and software. So for our programming language, my team has agreed to use Python as our main programming language for making our chatbot project. And we decided to use Python because it's easy to use for both beginners and experienced people. Python also includes a very rich library with frameworks as well, such as TensorFlow, which we plan on using for our project. And frameworks like this kind of simplify tasks like text processing, recognition, and response generation. Another reason why we chose to use Python is because Python is the leading language in fields such as machine learning and even artificial intelligence. And another reason why we chose to use it is because Python can handle both small scale and large scale applications, making it suitable for our chatbot project, that may need to scale as if user demand grows. But seeing how this is just a simple project that can change, we chose to use TensorFlow as our main framework for our project because TensorFlow is a free and open source software library for machine learning and artificial intelligence, which is good for our project. TensorFlow can be used across a range of tasks, but mainly has more of a focus on training and inference of deep neural networks. So how we intend on addressing a task. So for us, in order to address the task of our chatbot, we will conduct an extensive research on chatbots, this including DeepSeek, ChatGPT, and then smaller scale chatbots that we plan on looking into. And looking into these chatbots, we also want to analyze data handling, experimenting, and even exploring the technology used to make this. Research on the character. What this means is we plan on our chatbot to mainly resemble more of a character that we have in mind. We're still very undecided on said character. And the main methodology here to conduct research for that character includes interviews, analyzing speech patterns, and even studying the media related to the character. And as for functionality mainly includes paying close attention to the chatbot's integration, so UI and UX. So UI for user interference being the point of human computer interaction and communication. And user experience mainly refers to the person's emotions and attitudes about using a particular product, system, or service. This being if our chatbot wants to be more for a practical use, experimental use, meaning that they can have meaningful and valuable aspects of human computer interaction and even product ownership. Thank you.
One such area that we decided to research on was transformers. Since transformers play an integral part in machine learning, it would be best that we learned as much as we could about it. The best source of information about the subject came from a groundbreaking paper back in 2017 that introduced the transformer model, and this paper was titled "Attention is All You Need." This work revolutionized the NLP, or the natural language processing, by replacing recurrent architectures with self-attention. So let's talk about the breakthrough of this paper. So what made this paper so groundbreaking is that it replaced recurrence with self-attention, and this allowed parallel processing instead of sequential computation. Basically, all this really means is that it made the transformer slightly faster and more scalable than standard RNNs or LSTPMs. So now let's talk about self-attention, the key concept of the paper, right? And to quickly go over self-attention, self-attention is when each word in a sequence attends to every other word, dynamically computing relationships. So